Damn,
Look in the
see,
middle until it's done.
mission confirmed. That's crazy.
You can find me on DoorDash, and hopefully you get me.
You rubbing that knee is nasty, nigga. That's nasty.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were acknowledging that you were of the elder race too, but you can find me at
The elder race. As fuck. It's giving me everything I need. When Cyclops said, "Give them the forecast," I got wet. I did.
All right, Zelmay, you're under her. You're next.
Yes. I mean, chicken.
Wait a minute.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mario Hudson back again with another wonderful episode of Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by a colorful duo of dastardly deeds. First and foremost, we do have the head of
nigga Cannibal 3 man. You know what the fuck going on?
We have the head of whole regulations over here to my right, the Afro Company.
Human resources, brother. Get it right. I'll see you in my office. You don't address me by my proper title.
All right, so the head of whole regulations over there, followed by the leading cause of DM slidage. It is Unigo Williams, of course.
Sliding. I'm over here on
Nigga oiled up like
sense.
Diddy, all of them bitches DMs. That's crazy.
He's sliding. That's why he got some fish on his shirt.
Moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, yo.
Gotta know it. But we are here.
God.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Oh, but we are here, of course, with breaking down this week, which after the first few days really just decided to go a little bit topsy-turvy. So if you've been under a rock, Drake came out with his album, you know, the Iceman album. Supposedly that was been announced, we've been known about it for weeks. But then he also decided to shadow drop 2 additional albums all at the same time.
And Maid of Honor.
The man decided to literally drop 3 albums.
Oh, you should have switched them around so it spelled out him like he wanted it to.
I've seen that too, but I didn't. I wasn't gonna do all that, anything of that nature. It's not be.
I was gonna say because in the beginning of
deep dive into, what did you say?
No, if you the beginning of each letter, of these albums spells out him.
Oh, if you do it the other way, okay.
Yeah, if you do it the other way, it's supposed to be him.
Habibi, Iceman, and Maid of Honor, HIM, him.
I see it now. I did not see that before. Thank you for bringing it to my. Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen that
No
around
problem,
too.
yo.
And this is a part of what we're here to talk about. We're not necessarily just here to review it. We've had reviews going on over all yesterday, pretty much. You know, including over on 99 Media and including over on 99 Media, and of course, welcome to Hollywood, you know, on Blur Cartel.
On the Blur Cartel.
It's been plenty of those. So we're, even though we will let Unigo Williams give his review if he wants to, anything of that nature, we're not solely here.
And see, it's good that we're doing this because, see, last time I hadn't listened to Habibi and fucking Maid of Honor yet, and I have now. So
the thing about it is we also are just going to talk about the ramifications or the effects of what he's done, because dropping 3 albums at once is, as far as I know, have never been done before in pretty much in history. Like nobody's ever just dropped 3 straight albums immediately.
Here's the thing: we've had multiple disc albums before, yo. So like, it's not like the.
I mean, it's not like diss tracks or like mixtapes.
It's just not something you see commonly in the streaming age. It was something you saw more when fucking physical copies were a thing, because you could sell 3 discs for a lot more than 1 disc.
I mean, no, but we see people have like, you know, like
since streaming came.
You know, like the Nelly thing with the Sweat and Sweet. You know, people have like double back.
Speaker Box and Love Below, brother. Speaker Box.
Yeah, like I'm saying, people have done that, but as far as like 3 straight up individual albums.
Listen, I promise you, Monterey, when you get outside of hip hop R&B, there's some triple disc albums out there, brother.
Oh yeah, I know in the other medias. Yeah, most of the time I just like rap.
I'm speaking from my white side of the force. I promise you. There's
some
sick ass sets.
Which I'm cool with it. Like, you know, like I just, to me it's a bit shocking. Like, okay, you actually did it. Especially when it's shadow dropped them, not like just warn people. Like, no, you pretty much just shadow dropped them. Okay, so
he thought he was flexing, yo. He really did.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna knock you. It is a little bit of a flex because
I don't
my
know.
man.
Look, it would have been a flex if all three of these were heaters. It
I
would have
mean,
been
he
a
did do
big
a little bit of
flex.
flex because he did crash Spotify and Apple Music when he
But
came
two
out.
of these are mid. 2 out of 3 is mid.
I don't think. I mean, look. I'm not gonna deny you because the other two, Iceman, I think is obviously
Habibi
I
and
think
fucking
the
Maid
best
of
album.
Honor are
The
both,
other two
there
are
are multiple
okay.
skips.
Well, the other two
Multiple.
are
Iceman
okay.
is good. Iceman
I'm not
is
gonna
really
deny
good.
it. I'm not fighting or defending anything. I agree that the other two are just okay albums or whatever.
They're
But it is
forgettable
still
as
a
fuck.
nomination to say. Like I said this even last night. It's a great thing that you can come out with 3 albums and we don't feel like any of them are just like.
I've sat
okay,
and
you
I've
just
thought
took
about
some
it. I
credit.
think this is just the play to get out of the Universal deal, though.
And even with
I think
that, because
I
I've seen
think
that
he's
too.
just trying to clear up his deal, yo. That he probably had something like 4 albums left on it, and fucking was like, "I'm gonna knock out 3 right now."
And even doing that, because I've seen that too. All 3 albums are not like none of them are just like a trash album, or just like it's just nothing or none of that. They're actually solid projects.
I don't know, yo.
I
actually
think they're all
ended up
3
liking
solid projects.
Habibi more than fucking more than Maid of Honor. I was surprised. I thought I liked Maid of Honor more, but
Oh no, I think Maid of Honor is probably like my least favorite, but they're all solid projects. I don't hate any album.
It's my least favorite too. It really is. I dislike the easy half of Maid of Honor. I was not fucking with it, yo.
That's the most experimental one, I think.
Yo, Habibi has some bangers on there, yo.
So like, I'm not gonna knock it because Maid of Honor, like, it's probably the most experimental one. Like, with a bunch of different beats, different styles, all that kind of stuff.
Hey,
I'm not
I think
knocking
we're I think we're overly hating on Cheetah Print, yo. I think we're overly hating on Sexy Red. I see niggas tweaking up. I think niggas is overly hating the shit because that's just
I can't rock with it, bro.
And we are all gonna watch all kinds of ass thrown and cha-cha slided about to that fucking
Hold on,
song.
let me stop you right there.
Go ahead.
If we bring it up, I mean, first of all, what would you want for me to talk about first? Like me being just a casual.
Well, I was gonna say you're the only one who hasn't. We've all done a breakdown.
Honestly, right now, all we're really talking about is our reactions to the drop right now. I get into like the beat part and everything later.
Okay, so if you don't mind, let me give my reaction to.
Yeah, do your thug.
Go ahead.
My reaction to the drop was, I don't want to. I like Drake. I liked him back with what was that? The one where he had the fall leaves behind him and he was walking in that trench coat. Like, I like that old 2010 Drake, and then he did a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I've always respected him. I've always respected him as an artist, but I don't be looking for him like, man, I can't wait till that Drake drop. But he got a whole bunch of songs where they're on my playlist. Like, I like this song. I really enjoy it. And that's what Drake does. But coming into this album, I'm not going to say it's because Kendrick Lamar was like, they not like us, that whole thing. I didn't drop off from Drake because of that. Is just because, like, as an artist and what he's been putting out, like, it's been cool stuff. My favorite thing was I got a really big team. I got a whole lot of ring, like that song, that album he did with Future. I play that all the time, all day long. It's just when you saying I'm dropping Iceman, okay, I really wasn't checking for it. And it's not because of Kendrick, but I believe that some of what Kendrick did might have had something to do with that. But before he even dropped that, I wasn't really checking for Drake like that. Like, I'm still in my Tyler the Creator mode. Like, that's where I'm at. So, and I'm looking for the next thing. Go ahead.
You want to know what the truth about Iceman is, yo?
Go for it.
Okay. Now, if you read the comics, folks, Iceman is Bobby Drake, correct? We're all aware. Now, canonically speaking, right now in the X-Men canon, Bobby Drake is homosexual. So I think that Iceman could have been Drake coming out of the closet like Bobby Drake did.
I just want you to know I wasn't thinking that at all.
What?
I was thinking about
I didn't figure you were. That's why I said you want to hear my conspiracy theory.
Oh Lord.
No, and that's okay, fine. But the way that I came into it as somebody, I love music. I played saxophone starting from 5th grade
Whoa.
all the way up, and I played
And now
different
y'all
instruments.
for real dumb. Drake comes out of the closet and he's like, "Yes, Iceman was me coming out of the closet." I'm like, "Oh, I told y'all because that nigga Bobby Drake gay too."
That's not something that I was thinking about at
That's
all.
what I'm just.
Well,
I'm
I
just
know
saying,
that's why
yeah.
I said, "Do you want to hear it, nigga?" I didn't expect. Joe, I
You
feel like
continue.
you're trying to
The
bait
show
me
is
into making a
called-
gay joke about you because usually I would make a gay joke about now, but I was being serious because it's a conspiracy.
But the show is called Do You Hear Me? And so my thing was like when Drake came out with this, I didn't care about that. Like if Tyler Creator was about to be like, yo, I'm about to come out with an album, that's the things that I'm invested in. Like, okay, I'm cool with that. If Kanye says I'm going to listen to it at least once, I listen to Bully. I'll listen to Bully once, and there's a few songs I listen to a few times, but honestly, I'll be really on podcasts at this point. So now you got to look at a whole different template of people because a lot of people just want to hear other people speak at this point in time. It's not just music on the radio or on your podcast channels or anything like that. It's actual like, you know, interviews and all that. But musically, man, I was listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire the last 2 days, honestly. So, like, with that being said, it didn't move me when they said, like, Drake was like, I'm dropping this album. Then y'all said, oh, he dropped 3 albums in one day. I wasn't blown away. Now, if they said Kanye did this, I would be all on board and I would give y'all my 1 through 500. That's what I would do. But that's not what I'm doing with Drake. But I do appreciate him for what he is as an artist. But I will say this. The Kendrick Lamar thing didn't affect how I listen to Drake because on some real stuff, I listened to Kendrick for his other songs like If These Walls Could Talk. That wasn't a mainstream song. That was a song that I liked. So I can't get into that. So when it comes to Drake, it's like, what songs do I like off of Drake? I don't look at him as the person. And so that's going to be the problem that I think a lot of people have is like, choose a side. And I'm not choosing a side of anything. All I'm doing is like, do I like this or not? And so I was listening to Iceman, and then I stopped listening to it. And I try to do it because I'm trying to be professional and listen to it with my friends. But I just couldn't because I'm not drawn to it in that way. Nothing against Drake. He probably got some bangers on here. But
Well, there are some slappers, yo. I can't even lie. And you know I'm not a Drake Negro. No, there are some slappers on this album, and you know I'm not a Drake Negro. I'm not.
I give Drake a chance because on some real stuff, man, he has a lot of great songs. His discography is great.
Oh, it's magnanimous to say the least, no doubt.
Absolutely, the mixtapes, all that. Oh, so okay, and I don't mind. Let's go ahead and scoot over to this, Monray.
No, I wouldn't. I was just showing it because you mentioned discography. Like I said, these are posts that I found, not like things that I
So
personally.
far gone. Thank me later.
Is substantial and well made. Like, are there some bad albums in there? Yeah, but like,
can you keep this up here for a second, just so I can just say how I felt, and then when I just was like, I don't care no more, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So far gone. Thank me later. You can thank me now. All that. Take care. I like that. Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. I love that. And then What a Time to Be Alive. That was an amazing album. Scorpion was cool. Shout out to Views. More Life. I don't think I went back into that. I think you got to be a Drake fan after that point. So after that point, like I really stopped listening to Drake. Like after, I would say after.
You ain't fuck with For All the Dogs?
I listened to it one time.
I did too.
And I think he has some songs that's on it that, like, if you play it right now, I'd be like, yeah. But I think, like, after that, I really stopped paying attention after, I want to say, Scorpion. Does that make sense to y'all, or what y'all think about that?
Scorpion, y'all remember how big Scorpion was supposed to be? And I'm sure it was a big album, but that was supposed to be at that point in time, like his peak, like the magnum opus, like, because it was a multi-disc project, wasn't it?
Scorpion was pretty big. It was a very big album, even if it wasn't.
It was a big deal. I listened to that. But like everything after that, when they're trying to say it's a big deal, I wasn't here for it. But like What a Time to Be Alive, I enjoyed that album. Views, it got some crazy stuff on it, and then I got a little bit out of More Life and Scorpio. But after that, I mean, I've never gone back to any of those albums after
I can't even lie, yo.
Let's see. It had 25 songs on Scorpion.
Yeah,
which one?
Scorpion was deep.
Scorpion had 25 songs.
I enjoy Scorpion. I mean, but I haven't gone back to it. But I'll go back to Views, and I'll always go back to What a Time to Be Alive, and I'll go back to So Far Gone and Take Care.
Take
I mean,
Care
if
is
I'm
always-
gonna point out the
Take Care is
point
a
where
no skip album, though. If we're gonna keep it a buck, I believe that in my heart of hearts. I think Take Care is a no skip.
I'm not mad at that take. I would agree.
I'm
like
not
me,
gonna argue
if I have
with
to agree with, if I have to stand on like where I sort of went down. Now, I've always been a fan of Drake's music. If I went like where I went down from Drake, it probably is like after Views. After Views, it started to
See,
go a
I
little
was
bit
never a
down.
Drake fan, yo.
It started to go a little bit down after that. Even all the way to like Certified Lover Boy. I honestly hated. Honestly, never mind. Her loss is where it got me back in. Like, okay, they done found something with this, and then it started like so. Same thing. Like
you were talking about how For All the Dogs was a good album. It was.
yeah, it was. I said like when I was talking about Iceman being better than For All Dogs when we
Yeah,
talked about it last night. So.
I do.
But I still think For All Dogs is a great album.
I
I'm not
agree
gonna-
with you this time around, though. I do
And
think
Monray, if you
Iceman
don't
is
mind me
better than
saying
For All
this,
the Dogs.
like at some point, like could I say, can we do like a Kanye discography? Because I can tell you a story about that too. Because there's a point in time where I gotta stop.
Oh, that's
And I
fine.
gotta
Next
start
Kanye gotta
I
get
was
off
time,
his
really
meds again
thinking.
before we can talk about
next
it.
time
brother.
Kanye does something in the media, I have no problem
Yeah, I
finding
was gonna
something
say,
like
No,
Yeah,
this
that's
for
okay.
and
Kanye.
that's fair. But I'm saying
No
the
problem.
the list that you got up here right now, like how you put this picture up, there's a Kanye part, and I can show you my whole like dynamic, right?
Well, I can tell you
Like,
right
between
now,
all
Kanye
these.
started to lose me around what was it, like Yeezus, whatever, like that. Once he
No,
got around
y'all
there,
niggas hate on Jesus. The
I started to go
production
downhill
on
after that
Jesus
one. I ain't
is
gonna hold you,
so
bro. That's
fucking
where he started to
crazy,
lose me.
bro.
That's where he
And
started to
The
that's
lose me.
production
fair.
on Jesus is so stupid
That,
fire.
I ain't
it's
gonna,
not
that's where he
even
started to
funny.
lose me. If he's just talking about Kanye,
And
that's
that's
where he started to
fair.
lose me.
I just think
Black
that the way
Skinheads
that
is
we got
still a
these
slapper.
albums, was this
But
7 albums per row? 7
yeah,
albums
it's 7 per row.
Wow.
Yeah, that nigga Drake's prolific. We can't even front. He be putting
How many
out,
would it
he
be per row besides like just give them Iceman? How many would it be? What's the numbers on this? I can't really do it right.
This 21 albums.
Take 2 away.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
It's
21.
still 19 albums. It just wouldn't be a number you could put on per one. Or
Okay.
one will be off.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I was like, it's just a wonderful discography. But like, it's mostly talking about like the effects, everything. Like I think right now it might be 60 songs on US Apple Music, but it was at least 40. Just
This
he's
is
charting,
Drake's attempt to take over the summer, yo.
and he's
That's what
doing
this
a
is.
pretty solid job of it, just because of the amount.
We'll
like he's
see.
hitting records from
We'll
this.
see.
Did Kendrick help him with this?
We'll see if these songs are ringing out in
No.
the streets. Yo, that's
Kendrick
what I
had
know. 'Cause
nothing to
look,
do with the
niggas can say what
popularity
they
of this.
want. When GNX dropped, I heard niggas banging that shit.
Yeah. Like
I
the reason
heard
why I
niggas-
say Kendrick didn't have nothing to do with this, like to this extent, one, because it's been 2 years since the beef primarily, so the hype of the beef
Yeah,
has gone
because
down.
GNX came out at the end of 2024, beginning of
Yes.
2024.
So like I can't say that the beef helped with this.
but I'm
If
just
anything,
saying,
the
I
beef
heard,
is a
I'm
part of the
waiting to
reason.
see.
If anything, the beef is a part of the reason why this is not getting why this is getting more hate than it normally would. Is mainly because I've even seen people blame, even though he's saying shot at Kendrick and everything. And I'm not denying that. We'll go to that.
How y'all feel
right
about
after
the
I say this.
DJ Khaled diss? You know they went and protested at DJ Khaled's
Matter of fact,
store
I
after
put it on here while I'm talking about this. But like he fired multiple shots, and it's just on Iceman. The other 2 albums don't really have shots or many shots.
Yeah, the other
Shout
two
out to
albums
DeMar
most of them
were
DeRozan
the
for
hubs.
my NBA fans.
But
out
like
there.
to this extent, like one
DeMar
people
DeRozan
are
on this
using
list?
this as a reason to be like, Drake, why are you still talking about this 2 years later and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna say this, and this I'm not meaning this necessarily to be a defense or anything of that nature. It is not fair for people to be like, Drake, it's been 2 years later, why are you still talking about this? Move on from this, blase, blase, blase. And not only were a bunch of these same people literally holding that loss on the beef and everything over his head for the last 2 years, consistently using that to knock off his music, saying that he's been wise, saying that he should hang it up, all that kind of stuff. Literally, the world, and I'm not saying the world because it's fair, the world was charting and calling this man a pedophile on that song for 2 straight years. And I mean the world, not just the United States. This must was charting at the Grammys, being played everywhere around the world and everything for damn near a year straight. Even with the Super Bowl, calling him out person, all that kind of stuff. So the fact that all that can happen. And
Hey,
people are like, you
Kendrick
should
is
let
out
this
here
go.
tanking and spanking, brother. It just is what it is.
No, I'm not knocking it. I'm saying, with all that being said, why are people acting like, oh, I'm not allowed to dislike this person for the rest of my life? Like, y'all kidding me? Like, people have been petty for less. Like, we've seen people, oh, my baby mama, my baby daddy cheated on me, and hold that grudge for life.
No, my man. I think what people's thing is that, nigga, why didn't you have this vehemence afterwards? Where were you? Where were you when GNX officially dropped, nigga? Like, y'all were here for the back and forth lead up. Because don't forget, GNX didn't drop until almost like the end of the year, after the beef with everything. Fucking after we had the song, the diss track back and forth. Like, so I think a lot of people were like, where was this energy for everybody after Kendrick came out with the album? Like, you act like you wasn't trying to spin the block or nothing. It was cool. It wasn't worth your attention. And now here you come. I think
my
that's
reasoning that I would give for that. My reason, I don't know. Like I said, it's not as a damn something. My reasoning for that would be like, because as Drake, this when people are trying to point this like, oh, you're doing this directly towards Kendrick. Let's keep it a bean. Drake always sends shots at people at every album.
Kendrick stubbed on this, I didn't feel like a lot of this was directed at Kendrick at all.
No, he sent shots at, like, people forgot, he sent shots at Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, not Megan Thee Stallion. He sent shots at Serena Williams' husband and bullshit like that. He sent shots every album damn near at this point. So, like, for people to be like, oh, you're doing this solely towards Kendrick. No, he does it to everybody.
The people who took sides.
Like, he always sends shots at people. So that's one thing. But two, because, and just being honest, Drake's career does not revolve around Kendrick Lamar. It didn't before, and it doesn't now. So for people to be like, you should have sent it, like no, like Kendrick's
career doesn't revolve around Drake.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they don't revolve around it. It had like a beef, and it had a moment, and it had a year and a half ish span. Look, past that,
that's just the way gravity works, yo. Sometimes
he let it die down
into each other's rotations, and then we phase on. And
like he let it die down because their careers don't revolve around each other. Okay, have your moment. This is what I'm thinking. Have your moment. Do all the stuff you need to do, and then I'm just gonna come back and do what I'm gonna do and be done with it. I don't see a problem with that. So people, and then like I said, like, do y'all not realize what this man, and like he said some of it in the album and stuff, but do y'all not realize the man got all kinds of hatred and name calling and slander, whether it's true or not, I don't know. I'm not saying that, but all kinds of things pointing at him for a year and a half. And I, mind you, Kendrick and them let it go. The world never let that go when it comes to everything Drake did. So I'm in my mindset, I'm like, why y'all acting like he has to like him now? Why y'all acting like he can't talk about him? They're like, man, they should hate each other. So I don't get when people were like, you should let this go and all that. Like, what do you mean? Let him hate.
In my opinion, if I may,
like normal at least.
Just whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
But if I may, when it comes down to Drake, somebody going on Super Bowl, because let's talk about, I just want to say this about my relationship with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Somebody had to show me stuff about Kendrick, and that's how I came up on Untitled. And they were like fun. Kendrick never like just resonated with me like that, where I'm like, hey, when that new Kendrick coming out? No, it's not been that. Like, I just want y'all to know where I'm at as a music fan. And it's like, okay, when's Tyler the Creator coming out? Or when is the next Pharrell thing that he's like, we all love Happy. I love Happy. I love that song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just coming from a space of that. So where I'm at with Kendrick is like, man, he has some cool songs. Somebody had to introduce me to Untitled, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've known Drake since 2010, whatever. I do listen to some things, but when it all comes down to it, I don't got a problem with Drake because of what Kendrick said. That doesn't affect me. But the thing is like, okay, so what are we doing? And you dropped 3 albums. I'm like, I don't know if I wanted that much of you. Pause. I don't think I wanted that much.
And I think it's also to what Afro-Kami alluded to. It's also, I think, the way it's alluded to that he had 3 albums left on his UMC deal, like the contract he signed.
Part. I was gonna get into that. I was keeping that at heart.
I think it goes to that part too.
No, I get you on that because that's where I'm at. Like, okay, he had to finish this deal out, put out 3 albums, do a whole bunch of stuff. I could definitely come up with 143 songs to get out of a deal. I could do that right now. Unico Williams. But the thing is like, all right, I had it like Drake had me at some point, but like, okay, now like this is you a cool ass guy, this, that, and the third. It's just not there for me to be like, I gotta go listen to these 3 albums. It's just not for me. The only reason I would do it is for work. This right here, this is work.
I don't knock you for that. I don't knock you for that because it's like different people's have their favorite artists, their favorite.
Not
people
saying
that
I
stick to
don't
them
like.
and stuff.
I
There's
just
nothing
wanna
wrong
keep it
with it.
clear right here.
I just had to
do
deal with the mindset
appreciate
of people
Drake.
being like,
He's-
"Oh, it's years ago." I'm like, bro, people still. I just had to look. I'm looking like people still
gonna
like
listen to
using
that
Chris
shit.
Brown, like using Chris Brown last week. People still
Somebody
talk
said
about
1
the
out of
stuff with
10
him,
with Chris Brown. Is that true?
huh?
Somebody said 1 out of 10 for Chris Brown. I saw that earlier today.
That was the same one that gave
But I'm
the
not checking
bogus
for
thing.
him.
We ain't worried about
Just-
what I forgot the name of.
Just
But like
real
it's like
quick,
people
my brother.
still
Just real quick,
people
my
still
brother.
bring up the thing with him and Rihanna. Like now, people still bring it up and use that against him and all that kind of stuff. And I'm
The
like,
internet never forgets, Mom Ray.
and see,
But
that's my point. That the
Hear me out
internet
real
never
quick.
forgets, and they constantly bring stuff up. But for the person themselves who's involved in it to not be able to bring it up, don't make no sense to me. That just seems hypocritical. Like
Rihanna
y'all
and
can
Chris
bring up
Brown
something
don't
that happened 10 years ago. I can't.
Hypocritical. The internet is hypocritical and never forgets, Mom Ray.
Exactly.
It
That's
is.
what I'm trying to point out. Like, there's no sense in being hypocritical, saying that the person involved can't talk about it.
No, the
But you
hypocrisy
can't.
is unavoidable, brother.
That's why I'm pointing it out as we on this line. Like, the people are saying it. But to the instance, like some of the instances of things he said, like I said, because he throws shots. He threw shots at multiple athletes. Some of the examples, I got some examples here, nicely. Whatever.
A lot of
Some of the
stuff that
examples,
niggas that
like
don't rap.
for
He
DJ
threw a lot
Mustard
of
off of
stuff
Too
that-
Hard for the Radio. You know, like, got one here, another one about LeBron, and people were talking about LeBron. Like, what? He was talking about the fact that he supposedly was in LeBron's corner, giving him support when his son was going through that stuff, and they see, you know, we see you on the live stream at Kendrick concert saying the heck out of that song,
That
calling him
nigga
Vito
was
and all
at the
that.
pop out.
So you know, it was like people
Shout out to the
forgetting like
pop out. That was a big deal. They
Yeah,
made a lot
like,
of money
it
off
was.
of that.
which is another example of what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, bro, this was a thing, a big thing for a year, roughly a year and a half. And I'm like, well, at least a year from like March when it started all the
we
way
ain't
to
gonna
the
act
Super Bowl.
like niggas still wasn't talking. Niggas was still talking about the beef before Iceman came out.
Yes, that's
That's
what
the
I'm saying.
thing.
Like,
Niggas
it's,
never
the hypocritical
stopped
part is
talking
wild.
about it.
Like, y'all
That's the
can talk
thing.
about it, but he
Niggas
can't.
never-
It's wild.
We stopped talking about it on the show because once you talk about something so much, it just becomes commonplace.
But the internet, like you
So-
said, was not letting it go. So I just have to point that out. Like, that don't make sense. Either way, but yeah, he had shots to LeBron, referred to the big three
Yo,
thing.
the DJ
which-
Khaled one, was crazy because then them niggas, shout out to Free Palestine always.
No,
but
no,
them,
they
them
said
niggas
right.
showed up and protested at the store after that shit, yo.
Yeah, he was
in
talking about
force.
the
You can literally
Palestine one
find the
with
video and
Khaled.
see the security in his store having to hold the door shut against these people.
Like Ross immediately, even though Zelman had to fix me about the part where Ross apologized, but he didn't really apologize, talking about he wanted him to be successful, but he really didn't supposedly. And then, you know, and Ross proved his point because he bring one lyric about Ross and you know Rick Ross going on live, scrolling through comment section trying to find the negative ones about. I'm like, bro, like what are we doing? Like, oh yeah, here's the calendar. Here's the calendar.
Like that.
Can I be real about this?
What up?
So when he was on Ashton Martin music, right?
Yeah.
I went there for Ross. It wasn't for Drake.
Really?
I mean,
I was rocking with Rick Ross.
Oh, he was saying he was rocking with Ross at the time that song came out. And he
Yeah,
didn't
like when
listen
that
to it.
came out,
That's what he's
I
saying.
was rocking with Ross. It's never
I
been. a
thought you
DJ
meant
Khaled
like
thing.
you like Ross's verse on there better than Drake's. I was
No,
like,
he was saying he went and
No,
found the song because of
So,
Ross.
like being honest, Drake had the most like lyrical voice or whatever. But when I went to like to hear that song, it was Rick Ross is who I like Rick Ross.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, Rick
That's
Ross
my
got a new song out." I went for Ross, not Drake. I get what he's
Yeah.
saying, but I
Yeah, I get
like
what
he
you're
didn't
saying.
send shots for
He-
everybody.
I was
He
just
made-
thinking he was saying that Ross's verse was better, and I was
I'm
like,
like,
I don't
no,
know
no.
about that.
I'll give it to you and say that Drake
They
made
said
that
Rocky
song
went dirty though, bro.
better.
Drake was in his bag. Look, and
Hey,
I'm
so
not
Rocky
But,
went dirty. I ain't
but,
gonna hold you.
but
Please
Rick
don't
Ross
make me
had a
out to be
banger
a
before
Drake
Drake was
Negro
on
on the
it.
internet.
He didn't
'cause
have
I'm
to do
not
that.
one. I'm not.
No,
I
Drake
was
didn't have to
first-
do that. He didn't have to come on Ashton Martin music.
Oh no, it was just a feature. Like, I mean, yeah, nobody knocking.
Hey, but he-
no,
I-
it was a
on
I
feature.
was
that
rocking
motherfucker.
with that Rick Ross song.
He
first.
slid
It
on
was
that
like,
shit.
Like the Kendrick one. Like I say, Kendrick probably got a bunch of. I think Kendrick might have got the most. It depends, but like I say, it just he sent shots. It's like
Who said
When
that?
he hit that, what do I
Hold on, go
have
back to the
to
last
do?
one. Who said
Hold
that?
up. This is on Janice.
Who said
Yeah,
that?
Janice, shut the fuck up,
This is on
nigga.
Janice.
Hey, Janice, shut the fuck up.
Oh, on
is a
that
slapper.
song?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he said. Nigga,
believe me. Over the last
Janice,
48
shut the
hours,
fuck up,
people
is
have
a
dissected the
slapper.
mess out of this. My bad,
That doesn't
36
track.
hours.
That
36
doesn't
hours.
track.
Out of
That doesn't
36
track.
hours, people have been dissecting the mess out of this. So this is where this lyric came from. Yes,
That doesn't track.
like a lot. And of course, the J.
No,
Cole
but
one,
Janice, shut the
okay,
fuck up's a slapper though.
But it doesn't track.
I don't know.
This explains the LeBron one.
As
I
a
remember,
father, this
'Cause
is
Hitman
crazy.
Holla
Read
came
this,
out this.
please read this.
Hitman Holla posted, if it's wrong or if it's AI or whatever, but as far as I understand, it's
No, that's good.
Drake.
That's it.
All right. Drake supported LeBron during one of his toughest times as a father. His son almost died as a friend, brother, whatever their relationship was. Going to the show and rapping Drake was a PDP word for word was out of line. Like, how is that hard to comprehend to most of y'all? I can't act like he ain't right.
I'm gonna say this. Me as a person that has offspring, my baby got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this. Baby, you got this. You part of me, you got this. And there's going to be a story that I can tell you guys a long time from now. But I'm going to tell you about an amazing human being that fought through all the bullshit. And here she is. Kind of like Rick Ross. Here I am. She's amazing.
Negro like that.
Sometimes you know that. Like, I didn't need Drake for me to call me to be like, that's why she's going to be blessed and she's going to be good. Don't say that's because of you. That's what I would take it as, right?
Drake didn't say
because
this.
of you.
No, Drake didn't say that. He just said, bro, I supported you in one of your tough times. This is what Hitman Holla said. Drake didn't say it. He said, I support you as your friend during one of your tough times. You my homeboy, you my boy. And
Was
then
it
you
like
gonna
that?
go and
Was it-
support
are they
somebody
really
that's
friends
slandering
like
me
that?
out my name? That's what that's shiesty. Look at how it is. It's shiesty. They're like me, like Unico, you my boy. I'm like, Unico, you my boy. I support
from
you.
a regular nigga standpoint, Joe. It's always gonna be funny if a nigga you thought was your man's, you like. And
They're
then
like
you
me
kicking it
saying,
with the ops.
this is the example. This
It's
like me,
always gonna be
Unico, you
awkward.
my boy.
That's
Unico, you my boy.
always
I
gonna be
support
weird.
you during your tough times when you getting followers and all that
I
kind of
wouldn't
stuff.
do
During
you
your tough
like
times,
that.
I help you out. And then next thing you know,
Well, I
I
don't
go
know.
and join Afro Comedy Stream where he directly throwing shots at you.
If
Yeah,
you really
you
my
see what I
friend
mean?
like
You
that,
look at
like-
that. You look at him like he was crazy.
Matter
No,
of
like,
fact,
y'all-
we
No,
just
y'all
talked
do-
about something real similar like this with the Cam Newton and Stephen A. Smith situation. We just talked about something like this.
We
Same
did,
vein.
and we have varying opinions.
And
on
it's
that,
like,
by the
bro,
way.
no, that's shiesty.
You say that, but I'm saying like this. If Drake was to hit me up like, hey, yo, I heard about your baby, and your baby is doing what she do, and I
Shout out to
boom,
Fortunate.
boom, boom.
Here's
Okay. It would mean more coming from you or coming from Aunt Afro. It would mean more than that. Like if Drake hit me up like, hey, man, I'm praying for your baby. If he just texts me out of nowhere, because maybe LeBron and Drake don't have that real kind of relationship that my man's is trying to say that they got.
Well,
just
now
saying, like-
now they don't. But you know, Hitman's
But
like,
I'm saying,
bro,
like, if
this is what
y'all
they were
hit
like.
me up about something going on with my
I
child,
don't know. He didn't
y'all
hear
know
him
Callie.
on
Y'all know my
podcast.
baby girl Calliope. Y'all know
Mhm.
that. But I'm saying, like, if y'all say something to me, I know that y'all know my child directly. Maybe LeBron ain't even like, man, Drake just be hitting me up because I'm LeBron. We don't know that situation. I
You're
know
right.
what it's.
True.
I'm gonna have a different respect coming from y'all. If Drake would have hit me up today, I would still say Monterey Afro Common.
I mean, like, no,
That
you're
was there for
right.
me.
But the
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
I'm saying is on paper,
Yeah.
like with what we know, that looks shicey. I'm saying, because we
And
don't
that's
know
off
everything
of
like
what
that.
we know, because we don't
From
know.
what we know,
funny
it looks
look.
shicey. It does.
It can, but we
But-
don't know their
But
relationship.
Joe,
Yes, they did
it
the
only
Sprite
looks,
commercial.
to your credit, Joe, it only looks funny if they are as close as Drake says they are.
But
If
this is the thing
LeBron
about
doesn't
it.
feel like that, but here's the thing: if LeBron doesn't feel like they're
Boundaries.
that close,
Boundaries.
But no, this
if
the odd
LeBron
thing
doesn't
about it.
feel like they're that close, then why
No.
would he have a problem going over to Kendrick's?
But no, this is the odd thing
Because the
about
pop
it.
out was
Even
a
if we
cultural thing. Like
no,
that
this is
shit
the
was
odd thing about
huge.
it. Even if we not close, it still made sense. Like even if Drake and LeBron don't know nothing about each other, don't fuck with each other, none of that nature. Even if they don't, if I see you, because the cameraman went right in LeBron's face, had him rapping word for word. So if I see you at this thing and you just somebody famous, yeah, you can get a shot because you decided to be at the play when they throwing a shot at me. That means I don't fuck with you either.
See that I don't agree with that, and I'm
What you
always
mean?
here for the cracks out, but that's dumb.
No, it don't.
What? You look, think about it. How you
And
gonna get mad? Because I
say
go to a
that
concert.
because he's
I go
throwing
to a
shots at
concert
people
'cause
that
the nigga got
we
a
can-
song this is one song, nigga. We ain't gonna act like Kendrick doesn't have a plethora of songs and think he didn't even play all of the diss tracks at the
because
pop-out.
that was the only diss track that went worldwide. He don't have to.
No, there was only one he didn't play. The only one he
No,
didn't.
I'm saying
the only one he
everybody
didn't
know
play
Not
was-
Like Us is
But
the
I'm
one
saying
that
he
went
played other
worldwide
songs, too.
virality. He ain't got the
But
other
it
ones
was
are
a
don't
moment.
matter. The other ones don't matter because
Nah.
those are not that big compared to this one. This one went worldwide in all circles in all countries everywhere. Ain't nobody worried
Yeah,
about
they
the other
not
one.
like us is certified.
Yeah, and so in that instance, if you are a random Joe Schmo or something of that nature, and you went there in support, because let's keep it big. Everybody knew what that concert was, and the height of the beef and everything. Everybody
If
knew
you
what
live
that
in
concert
Los Angeles,
like you know what that
and you a
concert
big
was,
dog,
bro.
you gonna
That
be at
concert was like
concert.
you out there, you
gonna be there.
support Kendrick and you singing that because you know what the verse is. You know why Kendrick is there saying it. Kendrick ain't there saying just because of money. He there like to rub salt in the wound. We know that.
He
So
been
it's like-
playing shit back to back.
Like
to back,
he
to
ran
back.
it back multiple times, bro. You dare to throw salt in the wound. So I'm like, this is just like from an average person.
Hey,
It's like,
hey,
if you go there to support him,
wait.
you get a
Because
shot.
look, you say whatever you want. I'm gonna ask you a question. Answer honestly, okay? Because this is my defense for it.
Yeah.
Was it fire?
Was what fire?
The
concert.
concert
I'm
at
like,
SoFi.
I ain't trying to be stupid. Like the concert, the song, like what am I? What
At
is that?
SoFi.
Like was the concert fire?
Yeah,
Was the song fire? Like I'm asking what you mean.
Wherever the pop out was.
Yeah, he was at
Let me-
he was at SoCal, wasn't it?
Can I? Yeah, it was at SoFi. Let me tell you this though. A lot of the people that they showcased that were there, they wanted to be there for the attention that song was getting. We don't know if they really rock with that song or not, but we understand from a business standpoint, yeah, you're gonna be there because Kendrick is that guy at that point in time.
Then you get the ramifications of the choice you made.
You get that.
You gotta hold it. You gotta hold like
win? So do you
because
win?
it's not just LeBron. It's not just LeBron.
But do you
Russell
win?
Westbrook went on like Russell Westbrook was on stage and all that kind of stuff. He went jamming and everything. Don't he get if he got a shot? Wouldn't he be justified in getting the shot? Not like and we for everybody talking. We're not talking about no bang bang shot. We're talking about like a rap lyric shot.
Samuel L. Jackson was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, and if he got a rap lyric shot, it would be justified, wouldn't it?
He wouldn't have went to that.
Yeah,
It
and if he
wasn't-
got one, it would be justified, wouldn't it?
Did he jump into
But
the Nas versus Jay-Z? Did
It
he
was
run
a
into
West
that?
Coast thing.
No, it's and then listen, all I'm trying to say is this. Everybody showed up to that event because he was the hottest for their own business ventures. Who am I with right now? This guy got the Super Bowl halftime show. He got it. And he did a good job. It is what it is.
Mhm.
He did go over the line and be like, hey, everybody in the stadium and people at home, they're going to be saying, minor.
Yeah.
He got it. He did that.
Yep.
That was big. But I don't think that, like, now if we go into 2026, I don't know if the same people will be doing that because it's not as hot. It's not as hot.
No, I'm
And
not
Jay-Z
denying
said
it.
it himself. He
not
said,
denying
like,
it.
yo, we got the hottest guy on the planet right now.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that's
not
what he
denying
did.
it. My thing is that if you choose to make that decision to go to that concert and whatever the case may be, because he's the hottest guy or whatever, then the ramifications of your choice, you have to hold that because you made that
So
choice.
what do you
That's
lose from
You
not
gotta
going
hold
with
it.
Drake? If
You gotta hold
not,
it.
Fucking crazy.
Now, I ain't saying like it's nothing like major. It's like,
no,
hey,
hear me out.
essentially you choosing a
Okay, I'm gonna
side
be
for
done talking.
business reasons.
I'm gonna be
You
done
chose
talking
side for
after I say
business. So
this.
it's like, you chose your side for business. So like if you would not like say this is like major, you gotta hold it, but like if you chose that side for business reasons,
Who
then
your
whatever
friends?
happens as a result of you choosing that side, you gotta hold it.
And that's where I'm gonna give it to Drake at. Because where Drake was saying, like, oh, y'all niggas is really not my friends. I get that. You didn't have to make an album about it. But at the same time, if you're gonna tell them how it is, then tell them how it is. My thing is this: is like, it's like, hey, everybody that was anybody was at that concert. Period.
That's true.
If you in LA, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to where everybody is at.
Oh,
Because
yeah, I thought
Yeah.
niggas didn't come from outside of LA.
Yeah, there was some people that traveled there for it too and everything.
I
They
wanna see if
packed
I
I'm not
that
knocking
motherfucker
it.
out.
Hey,
I'm not knocking it.
I'm going to that concert to be like, I want to see where's Kim Kardashian at. Kim Kardashian West, honestly.
I don't know. I ain't gonna
Can
lie
I
to you.
talk to her and see how I can get in with her? In
Where's
the, get into
Kylie
the-
Jenner?
Yeah, like I ain't knocking. I'm not knocking
I
anybody's
would go.
reasons.
I would go
for going
there for
to it.
business reasons. That's
And
what
I
I would do.
understand that. I said you going there for business reasons. All I said was
Where's
after
Rihanna
you
at,
make those
nigga?
kind of choices, you just gotta hold
Everybody
what happens
here.
after it. You gotta hold it. So
And
like
I'm
when
gonna hold that.
you know,
And
so
it's
like
not
if
saying I'm against you, Drake. I went there because it's the hottest shit in Los Angeles right now.
that's cool. And you still gotta hold it for that choice. Because Drake understand that for business reasons. You gotta hold it.
Let me tell you this. Look, if the pop out wasn't about Drake, Drake would have been at the fucking pop out.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I'm
agree
saying.
100%. And it wouldn't have been like we've been saying
If
the
it
same
would have
thing
been
about
about
Drake. Or whatever.
somebody
It's
else,
not a
he'd
knock.
have been right fucking
Are
there.
y'all trying to
And
say
then
Kendrick
if
Lamar
Drake
would
came
go
in and been
to the
like,
pop
what the
out
fuck?
because it's
I
about?
was just there.
No, he was saying like if Drake would even have went to this pop out if the beef and the song
He
and the
should
nature of
have.
it wasn't against
Yeah, I
him.
was gonna say, if
would've
this was about
Hell
if this
no.
was about
If I'm
somebody
Drake, I
else,
would've
he'd
went.
fucking
Why
been
the fuck
there.
would you go?
If
Excuse
I'm
my
Drake, I
language.
would have went.
Why?
Is this about me? This is my
You
show.
gonna go to
nigga.
some? Yeah, it's about you
This
in a
is my
negative sense.
show.
No, you gonna go there
No,
so that people can
Joe,
call
This,
you
this is
a.
about
They can
me.
call
Joe,
you
crazy.
Y'all
a
came
minor
here
to
to
your
see.
face.
Y'all came here to see him say
Yo, you want
No,
niggas
they
They're
came
not
there
like
to
this.
minor
They're
to
ass
not
see
like
Kendrick
us.
then the
Lamar slander
cameras-
Drake.
Joe,
That's what they came
Joe,
there
all
with.
the cameras are gonna
Like
all
what?
the cameras are gonna
I would have made a
zoom in
big
on you
deal.
as soon as they hit A minor.
Bro, nah, bro.
I would've
That's
made
just-
a
that's
big
just dumb.
deal.
All the cameras are gonna be on you.
That'd be stupid.
And you're
Nah,
gonna
I would have
Joe,
made a big deal.
Joe,
I
it
would
is
make it
you.
about me.
It is
Since
Nah,
you
bro.
want to make a concert and
Nah,
know
bro.
that everybody came here because nigga, I
Joe.
didn't come here to
That man would
listen
look
to
like a
all
joke,
those.
bro. He
Hear
look
me
like a
out,
joke.
bro.
Trying
Hear
to
me out.
strike a
He look like a
chord,
joke,
and
bro.
it's probably
Hear
A
me
minor,
out.
and Drake was in the building.
Nah, bro.
If
He
you
Think
look
go-
about
like a
that,
joke.
Joe.
If you go to a
Think
Kanye
about
West,
that.
hear me out, bro. If
And
I
he
go
starts
to a
playing
Kanye,
Heil Hitler.
yes, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying what? But I'm saying, do you?
So
Why would you
If-
think? So you're Drake. Think about that moment when you're in there and this whole crowd, 70,000 people,
I
screaming,
pull up.
and you trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
I'll fuck your whole show up.
How?
Because they about to
Security's
put the
not gonna
cameras
let
on
him
me
do
the
that.
fact that I'm there. The nigga you talking
Joe.
about, hold on, hear me out. The nigga you talking
Exactly,
about.
it's right there.
Nah, bro. He would look.
Are the
he would look
cameras gonna
stupid.
be
so the
on
whole
you?
crowd can
Hold on.
point and laugh at you.
Are the cameras going to be on you or are they going to turn? This is like wrestling.
No,
Are
it's
you
the
going to
people.
turn?
No, here's
if
the
I'm
thing.
fuck- yes, sir. Go ahead.
There's
And
too
I'm gonna finish
many
my point.
cameras, Joe. I'm saying there's too many cameras. You don't
I
have to put
would've
any
went.
cameras. Oh,
That's
I heard, they got a
diabolical,
crazy.
bro.
Kendrick, I heard they got a Kendrick show tonight.
I can't.
And this
I
nigga
can't,
about to
bro.
talk about me in front of y'all. Yes.
Nah.
I'm pulling up.
What? No, absolutely not. That man would
You
look
ain't
like
gonna pull
a
up
joke.
to the show?
No.
Because the
no,
cameras is
fuck
gonna be
no,
on
I'm
me.
not- I'm not
They're gonna be
pulling up
like,
to have the
yo,
whole
you
crowd
can't.
sing my
This
downfall.
nigga came to
Nigga.
LA to diss you. I pulled up.
They gonna show him
No. First
at the
of all, that
moment
could've
where
been
they call it
dangerous.
certain parts of the songs. Like it'll say A minor, then
bucked
they
that
would have showed
nigga
Drake. Then
in
they would have
Canada.
went back to Kendrick. Like,
That,
bro, it
never
would have
forget
been.
Drake canceled his
absolutely not.
immediate
Oh, okay,
shows
so what
after
you're
that
saying
shit.
is there truth to what they're saying about what he's saying about Drake? So now you
I
gotta
don't
get
know.
into that.
I don't know whether
And I'm
that's
be honest,
true
I
or
don't
not,
know.
but I
So
know
if
The
there's
point
no,
of
if
it
there's,
is,
if there's no truth to that, I'm gonna pull up to the concert. Matter of fact, I'm gonna buy 100 seats and all y'all
Absolutely
can
not.
get in.
no,
Absolutely
I think
not,
no. 'Cause
Nah.
How would you
no,
not?
Joe,
Why would you
gotta
not?
nah.
Joe,
Bruh, you talking about me and I know I ain't did nothing
Joe, it
wrong?
is 2026. It is 20 with the amount of editing, with the amount of everything going on right now. You would be a fucking fool to do that because the edits would
I
be
pull up.
ungodly. They would be
It's
I
freaking
pull
horrible.
up.
way.
It would
They
be.
all, they
It
already,
would do
they
damage.
already calling me all type of hoes, pussy. You ain't doing this. You ain't
And,
doing that.
and now they're
I'm
going to
pulling
have
up to the
pictures.
concert.
Joe, now they're going to have pictures of the public singing it at you.
Ooh, it makes me cringe just imagining that, boy. Like,
Think
my
about it. I was
God.
gonna say, think about that.
Imagine
Now
as
they're gonna
Drake
have pictures of
and
the
let him
public
sing his
singing
little
it
song.
at you.
I would say sing your little songs,
Yo,
bro.
it's not his one little song. It was like 6 songs.
Sing your
and never
little
forget-
songs.
Joe,
I'm
Bruh,
here.
Joe, think,
It's not
he
a
Drake would
little
give
song.
you-
That
Drake
song
would
was
give
the
you
most
respect,
he
viral
did
song
not
of
like us
2024.
6 times.
No, it's not just a
He
little.
did
It's the
not like
most
us
viral
6
song of
times for the
2024.
6
Y'all ain't been in this position
about
before.
that.
Y'all don't know what it's like to be like when a motherfucker's on stage talking shit and you right there. It's a different type of element, man.
He gonna do it anyway.
But I'm
It's a
pulling
song.
up, yeah, and you gonna do it anyway,
There's
and I'm right here.
100,000 people there, nigga.
Y'all ain't
It's a
gonna get it.
song. Like he was gonna do it regardless because it was a song. It's not like the dude was just sitting there talking
You're
shit.
not
No, it's a
stopping
song.
nothing.
He was gonna play the song regardless.
And
It would've been
I'm
even
gonna be right
worse.
there.
Yes.
What Drake
Yes.
standing in the aisles looking mad
They
as
only gonna show
everyone,
the
as there's
camera.
thousands
They
of
only
people
gonna show the
dancing on
camera.
stage.
They gonna only show the camera on you at your own show
No,
when you
it's
say
multiple
A
cameras, Joe. They would have
But
showed
the
one
rest of
camera
the
for
show,
Drake at certain
they gonna
parts,
be talking
and they would
about
have
the-
Kendrick right there.
It's not
At the
it's
rest-
not just a hard
I'll let y'all
cam.
go.
That's all.
I ain't gonna fight y'all against that.
But Joe, I think you're missing what we're saying about the times. I think you're not.
I'm pulling up.
You're thinking, oh, I'm getting Joe. When you're one person in a fucking crowd of 70, 80,000 people,
'Cause they
fucking
don't hate me.
singing, dancing.
That's
Some of 'em
70,
do.
80,000
Some of 'em
people
do.
don't hate
No,
me.
nigga,
Come on,
no,
dude.
I would say in
No,
Los
y'all don't.
Angeles at that
A
one
lot of
time,
y'all
at that
pulled up.
concert,
A lot of
they
y'all
did.
pulled up because that was the hottest spot to be at in LA.
Nah, Joe.
Have
I
you
think
have
you're
you been to
wrong.
LA?
I have.
When you go to LA, you go to the hottest spot. When I go to San Diego, if I'm at the hottest spot in San Diego that night, they like you at the hottest spot for that night. And you know what? You know who had a good night in San Diego? Tiger. And I had a
Man,
great night that night.
I got
that
one
was a great
question
night.
though. I got one question.
You wouldn't know that. You
I got
wouldn't
one
know
question.
that. But I went through that.
I
All
got one
I'm
question.
saying is this: if I'm Drake, I'm pulling up.
I
Fuck your
got
show.
one question, Joe, about that. I got one
What's
question. So
up?
let's say you Drake, you pulled up to the concert, right? And everything.
Yeah,
And so
it's
let's
all
say
gonna be on me. Fuck
I'm
your
not, I'm
show.
not, I'm not
Joe,
saying that. My question is
Dig,
this.
hold on.
Yeah.
And this is my last point, and then say what y'all want to say. This is my last point. I promise y'all. And then let y'all go. I know that the WWE, aka DX, pulled up to the WCW event, and then they stole that show. Am I wrong or am I right?
No, because in the end they still.
I'm wrong, nigga.
Here's the thing.
I'll accept that.
That was a
I'm wrong.
that's a very different situation because you
No,
gotta
it's
remember
not.
they never
I pulled
showed
up to your
DX on
venue.
WCW TV, nigga. What are you talking about? They never showed them on when they came over there, they did everything not to show them.
So why do I know that?
Because the WWE sent a camera crew. What do you mean?
I'm not understanding.
So my
But
question.
you know I was
The
there though.
WWE
You know I was there.
sent are you
Is that news? Is that news that I was there?
Okay, so like my question ain't that. My question is this.
Joe,
So let's
I
say
don't
Drake
think it's
pulls
gonna
up.
work. I don't think it's working.
No, let's say Drake pulls up
Like,
to the
if you're
concert.
talking
and
about when DX pulled up on the tank, fucking at WCW, that was never on WCW TV. Fucking, that was only the.
But
WWE
we know
sent a
it
camera crew.
before the internet. We know that they was there.
Because
We knew
they
that
showed
on
it on
Tuesday
TV.
at school. We knew that they pulled up.
Okay,
But
so
because
this,
they showed it on Raw on Monday.
yeah, they showed it after, but that's not my question. So my question, okay, Joe, let's say he pulls up either right before, right during Not Like Us being played, all the kinds. Let's say he pulls up. Do you believe the crowd would stop singing the song because Drake is there?
They would have sang that song.
Do you think that they would have not, like if Kendrick like, hey Drake here, let's go ahead and sing the song anyway while in his presence? Do you think the crowd would have not sung like us if Drake was there?
I believe it would have divided the crowd up a lot.
Do you think they would
I
have sung
don't
the
think
song
it
if he
would
was
have,
not there?
brother.
No,
I
I'm
really
just simple
don't.
question. Do you think they would have sung the song if he was there?
I believe that Drake is, and let me say it in this way, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Drake as a performer and an artist is closer to Michael Jackson than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
Drake is going to draw
listen,
that.
that doesn't change the
I'm
herd
not
mentality,
debating that
Joseph.
part.
I'm saying Drake
I'm
would
saying
draw.
that's not,
I'm not.
that's
Drake
neither
would
here
draw
nor
more of an
there. I'm not
audience than Kendrick
comparing any
Lamar.
of these
I'm
niggas
not
to
denying
Michael
it.
Jackson.
At a concert,
That's the point I'm making.
No, I'm not denying that. I promise. I'm not.
No, but I'm
At a
saying, Joe,
concert
it
that
wouldn't have
Kendrick
stopped
is
anything.
hosting,
That's
at
the
a
point I'm
concert
making.
Kendrick is hosting, that's the hottest thing in LA at the time right now. A concert that Kendrick hosting, so that most of people who are either in support of
literally
Kendrick or
Kenny
just
and
want to go to
Friends.
something that's balling out in LA at the time are at that concert, and Drake shows up either before or during Not Like Us. Do you believe the crowd would not sing Not Like Us just because Drake is there?
First of all, it's rich people because you gotta.
Yes
you
or
have to
no,
make some
Joe?
money.
Do you believe the
No,
crowd would not
Yes,
sing it?
the crowd that was there probably likes Drake more than Kendrick Lamar. They would listen to Drake more than
Joe,
Kendrick
see,
Lamar. The crowd that
Joe,
is
we
rich
didn't
enough
need,
to
look,
get in.
he asked you a yes or no question, yo. Why are we qualifying? Yes
The
or
crowd
no?
Okay, I'm
that
not
came to a
pre-qualifying
Kendrick
anything.
concert likes Drake more.
Yes
The
or no?
crowd would gravitate towards Drake if he had showed up at that concert. Yes.
So that the
No,
crowd
I
would
think
stop
you're
singing Not
wrong.
Like Us.
They were that doesn't say
They would
that's
not
the
sing
question.
Not Like
You-
Us just
you
because
think
Drake is
that
there.
you think they wouldn't sing the song?
No, they're going to sing it still.
Okay,
I
then
feel like
that
that
argument
crowd-
dies. Then.
that
That
crowd-
argument dies.
That's nigga.
That
the
argument
number-
dies right there.
The number of
I
people
was gonna say-
singing that song with Kendrick would be less if Drake had pulled up.
No, I disagree. I think
Do
they
you?
would be
That's
they would
fine.
have
I'm
sung
gonna
harder.
give you. I'm gonna go along
I
with
think
your
they
line of
would've
thinking.
sung
Do you
harder.
think 50% of the crowd, more or less than 50% of the crowd, is gonna sing this song regardless if Drake is there or not? More or less than 50%.
If I'm there right then and there as a human being, and I know that we on the West Coast, 100% Kendrick is going to have that support in that at SoFi Stadium. I do believe that some crowds would leave because most people in the Los Angeles crowd are for themselves, and they would go out there to cover the fact that Drake went to this concert.
So
I know
do you?
that
Okay,
me
so
as-
do you think the majority of the crowd would sing the song?
It would be close. I think that whoever is there after Drake comes through would sing it.
No.
they're still there.
Majority of the crowd, yes or no? Are they singing the song?
I gotta know who's
Say-
going to be there.
No, I don't know who all they were there.
I'm
But
telling
everybody
you
there
right
has
now-
paid.
I'm
No.
telling you that there are
Everybody there has paid their
people
money
would
to
have
be there.
left that crowd.
Everybody there has paid
100%.
their money to be there.
Anybody that stayed there after Drake was there, yes, 100% of the crowd would be on.
No.
Kendrick
I'm
Lamar.
not taking
I'm
that.
not changing the narrative, my
No,
nigga.
because you are changing it by saying
No,
people would
you're not.
leave.
You're making
People have
muddying
paid
the
their
water
money
for
to
no
be there.
reason. You're
Just
not
because
changing
Drake is
the
there, is it gonna
narrative.
make
You're
them leave?
muddying the water.
That's the thing that don't make sense. But
So,
I
but
paid
that's
my
not
money.
fair
I don't care
because
who
you gotta
shows
say-
up. I'm
you
gonna
gotta
say
say
this.
I would
Drake-
say, nigga, you realize these people paid an exorbitant amount of money to be there. They don't give a fuck if Drake
There's
shows
only
up.
one way to kill this. SoFi Stadium versus Staples Center.
Matter of fact, hold up. I know how. Y'all can see. I know how to find something. Hold up. I gotta
No,
see
I'm
how much
saying
they
for
paid.
real. Like, you don't understand that? Would Drake have a big? Would he sell out Staples?
No, bro, anywhere in California, he's not going over Kendrick. Period. Dot.
He is going over Kendrick. I'm telling you that right now. Drake is
I'm
more of a,
I'm telling you the opposite.
before Not Like Us.
So there's that.
Drake is definitely more of an international star than
hey,
Kendrick.
listen, Joe, hit me up as soon as you get a time machine,
I
nigga.
apologize. Give me a sec.
I was just saying, hit me up as soon as you get a time machine. I promise. Because you can't go back to you can't go back to Not Like Us. That's not a thing.
No. I'm looking at the prices for the concert. That's what I'm looking at. Like the prices, because it says they started. This is the AI begin summing up everything. If they started around $250 to $500 for general admission, and then the resale made them go from either $600 to possibly over $4,000. I'm just gonna take that on
bro.
on the grain of right there.
And you take that with a grain of salt. But easily $1,000 tickets.
So if I say
you know
I
what
spent
mean?
anywhere from $250 to $4,000 on a ticket,
I
anywhere
don't
from
give a
$250 to
fuck if
$4,000 on a
goddamn
ticket,
the Pope shows up,
and
brother.
you know Drake
I'm still
shows up,
singing.
not on like to the point of like making somebody go bang bang another concert, but he just shows up to try to like ruin the mood and everything. I don't understand how that will make
I think
somebody
that
leave.
backfires.
I don't think that like in my mind, like if I'm a fan of music or anything and I pay and Drake shows up, I'm gonna stay there no matter what because I want to see what happens. I'm not gonna leave.
I'm not going
So
anyway.
I don't get the leaving part. That's why I said that don't make sense because they're gonna leave. I don't get that part. But otherwise, I'm just
I
like,
don't know.
unless the people are
I-
gonna stop singing the song, it's not going to
Because like
change
here's
to
the
happen.
thing,
That's mine.
whether
Mine.
Drake was there or not, everyone there knew Drake was gonna see this. No one thought that they were gonna be at this concert and Drake wasn't gonna see it.
That's also true. Like it ain't like the thing about it, like
You know
because
what
the
I
crowd they
mean?
weren't gonna be able to show all of the crowd, you know, so you don't know
Mama,
individually
they
who's
they
there and
played
not.
it on fucking Amazon. It
No, they
literally was
played
on
it. I'm
fucking
saying like
Amazon Prime.
I'm saying even with that, we don't
On
know
fucking
every
concert.
person that showed up at the concert that was quote unquote famous. We don't know everybody that was there. We don't know the people that we saw when they did close-ups and everything. Like we saw LeBron because they did close-up of him singing the song.
No,
We
but
saw
then you got to think about the social media aspect. All the people at the concert with phones, like there were celebrities in the crowd that didn't make it up on stage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know every celebrity that showed up and stuff. We only know the celebrity that they were
Let's
actually
not base
seen
it
that
off
people
of that.
called on
Stop.
it.
Let's stop the rigmarole. This.
Joe,
and all
you
that
just
extra
said
shit.
it. You were just saying based it off of who was there. So why
Okay,
would we say
man.
look? And as soon as we start talking about that, he's like, "No, don't do, nigga. What are you doing?"
Let him
So
speak.
can I say what I would think if I was in a position, if God blessed me to be in that position, if I was doing what I was supposed to do and I found my way out there, what I would be saying is this. I would feel like I have a better chance at talking to Drake than I would to Kendrick Lamar. Is that a wrong thing to say? Or I mean, I can say that, right? I get that.
I don't know. I got a question. I got a question. I got a perfect question. All right, so Joe, let's say the beef was not about Kendrick and Drake. The beef was about Kendrick and Kanye. Let's take an example for that. No, hear me out. What I say. So let's take that as an example. If you were at the concert for Kendrick for business purposes, solely like we were saying, and
just
Kanye
to say I was there, because that's what I would be there.
Just say you saw and everything. Cool. If Kanye shows up, would you leave or stay?
I would leave to hang out with Kanye.
No. As an average person, would you leave? Because I'm not saying, like, oh, you got a chance to go. No, none of that. If Kanye was there and he came to the concert, because obviously Kanye ain't just gonna leave immediately. He came to the concert. Would you leave or stay?
I would go be wherever Kanye's at.
Kanye's at the concert. He's not leaving.
And I would feel like if I was Drake, I would try to be around like, oh my God, Kanye's here. Even though this nigga's talking shit about him, I would be there.
And I'm acknowledging it. But you said people would
steal
leave.
that from you. Ray, if you got the biggest show on earth.
No, I'm not denying that. You said people would leave. And I'm like, my mind said people would not leave that concert if Drake showed up. That's what I'm saying. They would. What reason would they have to leave?
Because if Kanye, if I'm at a Kanye concert and Drake shows up, I'm not leaving that.
No, same difference. If the concert was a Kendrick concert, but they were talking about Kanye instead of Drake, and Kanye shows up, what reason do I have to leave?
Because I would prefer to see Kanye.
But Kanye's there. He's not leaving.
I would prefer to be around Kanye.
Kanye's at the concert. He's not leaving.
What I'm saying to you is this: is that I don't care what that nigga's doing on stage. I care more about Kanye.
But Kanye's not leaving.
Like Drake
He's just
actually
there.
has that kind of. He has that kind of.
Joe, I think maybe if you were any other place
am I
but LA,
the question?
I think.
Am I misunderstanding the question?
I honestly don't know at this point.
No, like
just ask me one more time.
Okay, so you had said previously that when I asked would the crowd sing or would they not sing, you said the people that would remain at the concert that did not leave would sing the song. Okay, I put that in the preface because I said I don't understand why would anybody leave the concert if Drake showed up to the concert. So I put it in the alternate vacuum. I said so take away Drake and put in Kanye in that same spot.
So we're all at SoFi.
Yeah. Everybody's at the concert.
This is a social gathering because everybody that's anybody in LA
it's
or the rest of
it's
America.
Concert. It's the K-Dot concert, whatever.
And then Drake pulls up.
Yep.
What's the bigger story? For me, the bigger story is Drake pulling up to this.
Regardless of that, you said the people that will remain. My question to you is if you were there and Kanye showed up, and it's a concert about Kanye, but Kanye showed up. You said the people might leave. I said, what would you?
You let this nigga question
one more time
in your face?
Because at this point we're making it more personable about me.
No,
who has the concert?
Huh?
Whose concert is it?
It's Kendrick's concert, regardless.
It's Kendrick's, and then Kanye pulls up.
Yeah, Kanye pulls up, but the concert's about Kanye instead of Drake. Switch it around.
Fuck Kendrick.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, but
Yeah,
Kanye is not
Joe,
leaving. He's
we're
just there.
saying
You're-
people aren't gonna stop singing
Matter of
or
fact,
enjoying themselves.
I
just
ain't
'cause
gonna
they're
go
there.
that route.
That's the
All right, so
basis.
Joe, if
'Cause-
why would a
No, 'cause
Drake?
my-
Why
my
would a
man, I think
Kanye or
here's
no?
what this was initially was about was that he was thinking that the A minor lines, the Not Like Us big chants and shit wouldn't happen if Drake was there. And I'm saying that's wrong. They would still happen.
But but Joe said that okay, so the
No,
people
but
that would
I'm just saying
remain.
where this
Our
all
attention,
started.
not remain or stay at the. I'm just saying my attention would go to Drake.
I mean, that's
opposed to
fine. Your
Kendrick.
attention can
Joe,
go
it
to
was
there.
here's the
My
thing.
question was, would
It
they
was already
sing
a
the song
spectacle and
if
more
Drake
about
is still
all
there?
the people that were there anyway. So Drake would have just been one more
So-
face in the crowd of all the famous people that they were already.
Okay, so with that being
Only
said,
when the chanting started, they'd
people-
had a focus. They're like,
I
oh, this
feel like-
nigga's a bad parent. This nigga likes kids. This nigga did this. And you just want to be able to be there so you can hear everyone sing that about you. That's not taking away any power from it. That's feeding fuel to it.
no.
Yeah,
No.
yes, but we can agree to disagree.
And let me
It's
explain.
fine.
Let me explain why. And I'm just explaining this, and then we can go into the next topic. If you even feel like having more of a show after this,
I mean, we didn't hit an hour at this point. It don't
I
make a
appreciate
I
you,
was gonna say,
brother.
we've already hit the hour,
But-
yo, and it was about
What I'm saying is
it
this:
was about Kendrick again.
if I'm in the first of all, I live in LA. Let's do that. I live in LA. They're having
Joe, I
big
think you're
ass-
focusing too much on the fucking. I
I'm
don't
just talking to you.
understand
I'm
what you're
talking to you
trying.
as a regular ass person, because I've
Yeah,
done
I
this in
know.
San Diego.
Then this is really going out the window because they really don't give a fuck.
So let's just say
Because at least
I'm
when we were
going-
talking about
I'm
the
going
famous
to-
people, there's a stake that Drake might not fuck with you. The regular person doesn't have to worry
So when
about whether
Kendrick
Drake
did
fucks
when
with them or
Kendrick did the
not.
pop out, I don't give a fuck how low you have or how much money you have. You going to that concert, right?
No,
If
Joe,
you got
we're
the
just
opportunity,
talking about
probably,
the
yeah.
tickets range. The
Hold on, I'm
tickets
just-
were almost
just-
4,000.
So
The
Monray
tickets could
said
be up
yes,
to
he's going to that
$4,000 in
concert.
retail.
You're going to that concert. Fuck how you feel. That's where everybody's going.
If I got opportunity, yeah, I'll go.
If
No,
everybody's
but
going to beat it.
here's the thing. I don't understand.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, let him finish.
I
Let him
don't
finish his part.
understand what you think Drake being there. You think that that's going to hurt Kendrick or stop the narrative when it's literally doing nothing but putting a face to the narrative, which is going to make it worse. I promise you.
I do not have a super duper. I'm not. This ain't no parasocial
You
shit.
want niggas to call you a pedo to your face? That's crazy.
Nobody's saying that. You're thinking about the most negative
No,
aspect of
him
it. I'm
being
not
there,
saying
that's
that.
what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm
you're
saying. If I rock with one person,
Because that's
I
what's
know
going to
that
happen.
I know that Kanye West has beef with both, not even both of these guys, just Drake.
Oh my God.
But
This is
I'm-
one of those circle conversations.
No, let's be real. If Kendrick Lamar, me as a media person, I'm just going to talk as a media person. Can you put me in that scope? Let me know if you can put me in that scope right now, or I can stop the conversation, honestly. And I'm
I
thinking
mean,
as a
a
media
media
guy,
person,
right?
that's cool. Ain't gonna change my thoughts. So go ahead.
I'm a media
We-
person.
Sometimes we gotta agree to disagree, yo.
No, that's fine.
Let him finish. Let him
Just-
finish.
I'm a media person. I do happen to like, I would say that I would press Drake's music before I press Kendrick's music. So if I'm at a Kendrick Lamar, I'm going to the concert if they let me go. Let me finish. I'm going to the concert if they let me go. I'm in there. Okay, great. Then you tell me that Drake's out there. The bigger story is after everything that he went through behind what Kendrick said, I'm really wanting to see what's going on with him. And I believe that most people would be wanting to see Drake outside, Drake outside, Drake outside. I feel like most people would say that. Drake is outside. Let's go outside. People leave the seats to see what Drake is, because that's going to be the next piece of news, right? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nigga, you switched this see, Monray, this was stupid. Because this was just a fucking circle and us moving the goalposts back
What's
and
the
forth.
circle?
This is dumb.
I'm just saying.
It's literally dumb, Joe. That's the
Okay,
opposite
let me
of where
start.
you
Okay,
fucking
let me start
started.
all over one more time. This is the last time I'm gonna
No,
do it. And then you go about
I'm
your
done
business.
with this. Me
the
personally,
last
I'm
time
done
I'm
with
gonna
this
do it.
conversation.
I'm
with
in
it.
LA, and they say it's gonna be a Kendrick Lamar concert. I don't know shit about Drake coming or nothing whatsoever, but it's news. I'm the media. I came here to see what is Kendrick Lamar gonna say about Drake, because Drake's not here. Now I know that he's gonna play not like us. But then they say Drake's outside the Staples Center or outside of SoFi. I'm leaving my seat to see what Drake is doing. Drake would take away from what you try to do at SoFi. That's what I would do if I'm Drake. I'm pulling up. Call me whatever you want to. I pulled up. And it's going to be a different conversation. It's not going to always be about how that man said A minor at the Super Bowl. All that. That's not going to make no sense. I don't care about that. I'm going because I listen to Drake. I listen to Drake. I don't go looking for Kendrick Lamar. And there's so many people out here in this world that would be like, yo, I listen to Drake before I listen to Kendrick Lamar. And I respect Kendrick Lamar's music. I like his songs. If These Walls Can Talk is one of my favorite songs ever.
Them niggas paid some people almost paid $4,000 to be there. They're not leaving their seats for Drake. Fuck what you're talking about. I'm done.
Fair enough. But me, as a nigga that's at the top row, if they tell me that Drake's outside and I'm a media member,
nigga, they're not worried.
I want to go see what Drake got to say about this whole thing.
They're not worried about those niggas at all.
And I would. Did
you see that sea of people?
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at it. Look at the drone shots.
I'm looking at my perspective, and I wasn't at either of these events.
It would not have mattered who was doing anything. It would not have changed a fucking thing, I promise you.
So if they say Drake is out here while he's playing what's his swimming pools? What is it?
They bring Drake inside so we can call him a pedo to his face.
Hold on. I don't believe that's going to happen.
I promise you. Anyone that's leaving, fucking,
there are more
it's not going to be enough to matter.
Drake fans. There are more Drake fans than Kendrick Lamar. I'm telling you that right
now.
There
weren't at the pop out though. I promise you there weren't.
That's where we got to leave it, because I believe that there are more Drake fans than there are Kendrick Lamar.
Listen, that's perfectly fine. I'm telling you.
I need a one dance.
I need a one dance. There were not more Drake fans at. Listen, I don't know the nigga's song, but there were not more Drake fans at the pop out.
People are
at that point. And look, niggas can say that, oh, this didn't hurt Drake, this and that. Nigga, we ain't gonna act like Drake didn't go through a whole slew of botting fucking. Not even allegations, proven facts. And after this, like, it did hurt your popularity. It did hurt this nigga's streams. It really fucking did. And niggas want to act like it didn't, and niggas want to say this and that. And here's the thing, just so we know I'm not getting off track, Joe, I believe you are completely wrong. I think regardless of what fucking Drake, because listen, if Drake felt like it could have stopped anything, by him fucking showing up outside of the fucking pop out, if he felt like it could have changed the narrative or anything like that, his fucking PR team would have had him fucking do it.
I just know that if I hear I need a one dance,
I just know how the fucking
I'll
internet
let you go
works.
and I'll finish my thought. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
So here's me finishing my thought. If I hear I need a one dance, I'm gonna gravitate more towards that song than I would with anything Kendrick's done.
Joe,
and I'm not saying that Kendrick.
We're literally not talking about whose music's better.
I'm talking about who I would gravitate to. And if I'm Drake, I know.
Joe, we're talking about people who've already paid their fucking money to be there.
Your own conversation.
What do you mean?
No, nigga, you're making your own argument. You're not even fighting against my argument.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You're
talking about something completely different now than when you started.
Damn, can I be Mr. Rogers for a second? Can I be Mr. Rogers for a second?
I've been listening to you say the same shit.
Nigga, just because you saying things louder than me and talking over me doesn't mean you right, bro.
For no fucking reason.
So can we have a conversation?
I literally said it matters it matters who's there, what's gonna happen. Oh, it doesn't matter who's there. I've literally watched you fucking flip-flop so many times through your own fucking what do I want to hear you change the fucking narrative again for no reason, just to still be wrong? Why? Why would I want to do that?
Just because you're more animated about saying that I'm wrong doesn't mean that you're right, my nigga. If you want me to go there, I can go there. What I'm saying.
It's literally literally the truth. It's not about being animated.
Drake-
It's literally about just
Drake
saying,
is
this
a
the
more-
truth.
Hold on, let me do this then. Argue this. Argue. All right, then. Argue this.
Don't you understand? That has nothing to do about people who
I'm
already
listening
spent
to
their
you. I'm
hard-earned
listening to
money
you.
to be at this show.
Who is more marketable?
Joe, apparently the pop out was more marketable or it wouldn't have happened.
That was a big deal at the right time. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Yes, and that's what we're fucking talking about. You making a bunch of hypothetical different situations doesn't change
So we're
what
just gonna,
actually was.
we're just, I'm not even coming at you as a Drake stan. What I'm asking you is this.
Listen, it doesn't matter that whether you're a Drake stan, a Drake fan, anything, that doesn't change the fact that fucking whether or not Drake
I
was
hear
there, it was not going to take away from the fact that these people had already
I
spent
hear
their
you.
hard-earned money for a Kendrick concert. That's not going to change that fact. That's not going to make people throw, oh, I'm missing out
Who
on this
has more-
fucking
I'm
show
gonna ask you this
because
question.
Drake's here. This show that I paid upwards of $3,000.
I'm going
$4,000
outside
in
to
some
see what
cases
Drake
for
got
tickets.
to say because he's the
Joe,
topic of
they're not,
conversation.
though. I
You
think
came
you're
here to see
wrong.
what Kendrick Lamar had to. You came here to see what Kendrick Lamar had to say about me.
You came here you spent the money to be here. That's what you're missing.
To see what he
You
had to
spent
say
the
about
fucking
me.
money to be here.
To see what he had to say
I-
about
look,
me.
Joe, you're
You
wrong.
came here to see what he had to say about me. I'm
Joe.
not a Drake fan. I'm not a
They,
Drake
no,
fan.
they can't.
Actually,
they
I
can't
like
even
both
be a
of them.
part the
I like.
movement where 100,000 people
just
said
wait till
A
you let
minor
me
and
make my-
for it. They're
I'll make-
not going
I'll
to
make a
miss
full
that
point when
because
you give me a
Drake's
chance.
there.
If you give me a
Joe,
chance.
I've listened to you switch this fucking Listen,
No,
you have
nigga,
flocked
just
to so
because you
many
talking more
different
than me don't
ways.
mean you right,
It's-
nigga. Let me tell you what's going on. In my
It's not about who's more, it's about who's being consistent, which you're not.
Kendrick,
What do you mean?
Afro-Kami,
We're talking
you
about
talking a whole
consistency.
lot right now. That don't mean that you the one. The reason you
What
having
are
a
you-
concert, the reason you having a concert and everybody's coming to this concert and that you can sell out SoFi is because you talking about me. So if I pull up to your shit, they definitely
It
gonna come out
don't-
there and talk about me. They want to ask
Joe,
me
they-
what you
no,
think
they're
about what's
just-
going on in
listen, Joe,
there.
you're-
How is that? How
Well-
is that lost on you?
No,
Tell me how
because
that's
it's not
lost on
true. Because it's not true. That wouldn't
Hey,
work
Drake
that way.
outside,
You're
fuck that. We just
delusional.
so encompassed on what Kendrick is talking about.
Nigga, they
We don't
spent
give a
that
fuck
money
what
to
he's
be there.
talking
You
about.
act like you
Nigga, the whole concert,
No, you
the only
act
reason you
like
got this
before.
concert is the only reason you're
They
doing this
don't
concert.
care about that. They're there for the
The
energy. What do
only
you
reason
mean?
you're doing this. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Just say your complete
No,
point.
Joe,
I'm gonna shut the
Joe,
fuck up
oh,
and then I'm gonna wait
like
for
I
you
said
and let me
forever
talk.
ago,
Okay?
We just gotta agree to disagree, brother. That's all it is.
No, that's fine. Can you make your final point
Because-
on what you're
because-
saying? I'm gonna make my final point. Is that okay?
Joe, your
That's
point has
dialogue,
changed
my
so many
nigga.
times.
You fighting
It
against me
doesn't-
already.
Nigga, my point has been the same from the beginning.
So
Whether
one more
Drake
time,
was
can
there
you
or not,
say it?
that
Right here. This
No,
is what I'm
whether-
hold on,
whether
hold on,
Drake
hold on,
was-
Afro, hold on, bro. Cuz
what do
I
you
love
mean?
hold on. First of
But
all,
listen, that's got nothing to do with you being
no,
wrong.
fuck all that. Fuck all that. I want people to know how we're having this
God
conversation.
damn.
I love you, Afro.
Okay,
You
but
my
get to your
family.
point.
You my family. Point blank, period. Can you please make
Okay,
your
but
point
we're
and say,
talking about
hold on,
fucking Kendrick, nigga.
I'm asking you a question. Can you please make your point, and then can I make a point, and then we'll give
Nigga,
it back to.
if you don't have my point,
not
I know
fighting you.
there's no more point. The point is whether the point
I
is
just wanna
whether
hear your
or
point.
not Drake was there. With whether or not Drake was there, the moment's happening.
Say
Drake
your
being
point.
there is not stopping this in any way, shape, or form. That's the point.
Please, just that's it. So can I say?
That's it. That's
I'm
literally
good.
it. That's been it.
I'm
from
good.
the
I can say
beginning.
what I want to say.
Joe, you said 17 million different things. I can't wait till you go back and watch this
I
episode.
want this to be the clip. I want this to be the clip. So one more time,
God
please,
damn.
can you say what you mean?
I already said it. I haven't changed it. It's been go back and watch. It's been the same from the beginning. I'm not you. I haven't switched up not once.
So what I'm saying to you is this, if I may, and just complete my point.
Is it going to be
Drake?
completely different? Because never forget my ADHD. I remember exactly where this conversation started, and you have changed your position so many times. It's not funny.
I'm asking you to complete your point right now. Complete your point and let me make my point.
I'm worried about whether or not I'm trying to figure out which point you're trying to make because apparently you don't know.
You don't-
because
no, just make
went
your
to
point.
several
What are we talking
What-
about? What's
what-
the main?
What do
Hold
you
on,
mean?
hear me
That
out.
doesn't
So
make
now
any
let me
sense.
interject.
That
Let
doesn't
me
make any
interject real
sense.
quick. I'm asking, this is the rules of engagement. You make
Nigga,
a point.
we're done with that.
So you
Nigga,
won't let me
what is
do
your-
it.
what is
That's
your
crazy.
point?
This is what happens
What
in
is-
my everyday life.
I told you my point was already done. My point was that you're wrong.
What am I wrong about? I'm kidding. Let me ask you that.
You were
What am I
wrong in
about?
thinking that Drake showing up to the pop out would have done anything to mitigate people making fun of him the way they did, because it wouldn't have. If it would have, he would have. And that is what your point was to begin with. Now, if it has changed like it has so many times throughout this conversation, then maybe it's a different answer now. But from the initial, you saying Drake going to the pop out would have made a difference in the way people were talking about him at the time.
Okay.
That is wrong. That is my point. My point is your initial statement, that statement right there that I started with just now, is wrong. That is my point, and has been from the onset.
May I say my point? I would go to a Drake concert before I go to a Kendrick Lamar concert.
Okay, that was never the fucking question. Like I said, you changed it so many times it don't even matter.
I didn't change
This
anything.
is-
I'm
this
just
was
saying,
not-
if I may, whenever you're ready, just let me know when I can say my full point.
Now, Mama, would you please come back in and tell me I'm not fucking crazy right now? That this nigga has just switched this fucking shit so many times that it's not
I didn't
funny.
switch anything.
You did.
I did not. I'm just saying if
All
not
right,
just
it's
saying.
on video, so I don't have to. We don't have to argue this fucking.
We
it's
don't have to.
literally
Let's
on
clip 'em.
video.
Let's clip this right here. Start here.
I am
if
done
if
with-
Kendrick
I am
Lamar
done
had a
with this,
concert,
because you literally
would-
just switched the fucking thing so many times it don't matter.
as much as I enjoy Kendrick Lamar, if I may, can I have a second? Just
That
me?
was never the
don't
fucking
have-
question.
No, that is the
Mama,
question.
Did he or did has he or has yes or no question? I don't need has he or has he not
What's the
switched
yes or
this
no
fucking
question?
shit so many
Give me the
times
yes
it's
or no
not funny.
question so I
Yes
can
or
tell
no?
you what
That's
it
all I
is.
want to know. Just for my own peace of mind, seriously.
What's the yes or no
Am I
question?
tweaking, or has he switched this so many times it's not funny?
No, to give us another yes or no question.
No.
What am I talking? Okay, go ahead.
That's literally that's all I want to know. Mom Ray, from what you've seen, has he not switched this fucking narrative construct many times, or am I tweaking? Because if I'm tweaking, I'm tweaking. Just let me know.
You tweaking?
Thank you. I knew he had.
No, you're tweaking.
No, he's not tweaking. I've just been
Thank
entertained
you.
for the last 20
Exactly,
minutes. I promise I have.
So
It's
if I
funny.
okay, so with no interruption, may I say my piece?
Have
And
at
I'll
it.
leave it alone.
No. Let him have his piece. Let him have his piece.
What?
Let him have let him
Okay.
have his moment so we can just
Okay,
have this
please, if y'all don't mind.
fully documented and everything. Let him have his
Y'all
Okay,
don't
I
mind.
was
Just
saying,
me.
just so it's all on the record, yo. Just so I know I'm not crazy. Thank you,
Just,
Mom Ray.
just
have the
me.
moment.
These are my thoughts.
Mhm.
Me, I live in LA. Kendrick Lamar says, I'm having a big ass concert. I have the biggest diss track, if you will. We've heard others. Doesn't matter. I'm just straight line. I am doing a concert at SoFi in LA. I live in LA. I'm a big dog in LA. We all know that there's a difference between a big dog in LA and Indianapolis. We know there's a difference. But everybody that wants to be everybody is going to be there at that concert, point blank, period. So we're at Kendrick Lamar. Me personally, I'm just pretending for a second. I'm a big dog in LA. I'm a big dog. One day I will be. Trust and believe that. Really, it's a worldwide thing is what I'm going for. But what I'm saying is I can go to LA and everybody gonna be at the SoFi concert, just like when I was in San Diego and I was at the Tiger concert and they said, man, it's the biggest thing of the night. I was there. And I'm not trying to use Tiger as that thing like, yo, nigga, use at the Tiger. No, I'm saying at that point in time, you're going to meet up with people in LA that are also big dogs. So everybody's there. So now taking it back, if I'm Drake, if I'm me and I'm Drake, I pull up to that concert. All that stuff he talking about and all that Apple Music shit they talking about, you know they're gonna have to dedicate some of those cameras to me outside. Honestly, I want to go in there and I want to be like, they ain't not like us. Put that on there. That's for me. I would do that. end of the day, I feel like if you have to choose a concert to go to, I'm going to a Drake concert. There's more sing-alongs. I'm going to have a better time at the Drake concert. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna
dude,
see what he's
then
talking about.
this-
I'm gonna go
no,
out there.
then this-
Hold on,
look,
no, hold
if-
on.
if
Let me
this
finish
is-
my point.
He's not
out,
done yet.
brother.
He's not done
And
yet.
I'm gonna let you talk. I
Oh
swear
my
to
God.
God, I'm gonna let
This
you
is
talk.
the-
You say whatever you want to. What I'm
No,
saying
because
is
Joe,
this,
it doesn't matter.
is that
'cause
No,
you
no,
I'm
are
let
giving
him
my
finish.
side.
Let him finish. Let him
If
finish.
I'm a part of the media, which I feel like I am,
Oh
because
my God,
doggone it, ain't
how
nobody
do you
gonna tell
change
me
the
that they
so many
better than
fucking
me,
times,
point
bro?
blank, period. When it
This
comes
is
to
really
media
shit.
and covering stories, I can do that. I would rather go outside, because what am I do? Yeah, Kendrick did They Not Like Us, and I got that on my phone. I'd rather go out there and see what Drake got to say about this conversation that's going on. He say, I bought this ticket for me to go in here. I want to see Drake's point of view, because when it comes down to it, I would rather, not saying I'm the biggest fan of either one of them. When it comes down to it, Kanye West, I'll sacrifice whatever I got to do to make the money to make sure I go there. And I did that shit before. I'm not doing that for Kendrick. But if I had to choose, it would be Drake. I would rather go to a Drake concert. That's what I'm saying.
That was-
If Drake were to pull up to Kendrick, then if Drake were to pull up to a Kendrick concert, I feel like the bigger story would be Drake being at his concert, not Kendrick, because I appreciate Kendrick and what he does in my earphones and when I'm listening to stuff. That's dope. I appreciate him. But if I'm going to a concert to have a good time, it's gonna be Drake. Point blank, period. That's what I'm saying. Now go for it, please. Say what you gotta say.
No, you're wrong, because if it was as simple as that, Drake would have done it, and that's all. It's
Thank you all for
literally as
watching
simple as
another
that.
thrilling
I
episode of
think
Make It Make Sense, the podcast.
that was
Pick
such a
your
simple,
sides,
leading
you know,
fucking
by the
way
end
to
of this.
answer a question. God damn.
Pick your sides, who's right or wrong. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Make It Make Sense, the podcast channel. Please do, because
I appreciated the
this
back
is
and
a
forth.
thrilling.
It's good. It's good
This is a
stuff.
thrilling one. Don't worry, we'll have more next week, because this was thrilling. Look for this wonderful insignia. Thank you.